Hello, it's Daymorsair again with more Sailing Again goodness for you. This time with Usopp, probably the one that I've been anticipating the most in the Sailing Again line. Not just because he's pretty much my favorite character, but also just because of this figure is just awesome, and the really awesome pose that they did with this one. But yeah, here's the box for you. It's quite a large box, not quite as big as Brooks or Arlong's, but still pretty sizable. But anyways, let's get to the figure itself. And yeah, this one definitely does not disappoint. I mean, just look at that. That's pretty fucking awesome. Really love this awesome dynamic pose with him getting ready to shoot one of his what do you call them? The plant things. I forget the exact term, but you know, whatever. But yeah, getting ready to shoot one of them off. The nice taut strings on the black Kabuto, which is actually black this time. If you remember, one of my biggest complaints with the Figure Art Zero version was that the fucking thing was still green, which really pissed me off. So glad that they got it right this time. Mega House got it right. Bandai sure as hell didn't. But yeah. Anyways, really awesome dynamic pose. And other than that, there is really the draw to this figure is the pose. I wouldn't say it's incredibly detailed, but you know, it's as detailed as it needs to be. There's his headphones there, which look pretty well done, and also his goggles look really awesome with the translucent sort of red plastic. And his bag looks pretty nice. It's actually glued on there, so it won't move around or anything, which I thought was kind of an interesting choice. I kind of prefer it that way, so it's not flopping around all over the place. It just stays there nice and securely. Just looks nice that way, I guess. But yeah. So this one comes with a hell of a lot of accessories here. First off, it's got two more optional faces, kind of a freaking out sort of face. You can see with the kind of dilated pupils there, and then more of a happy face. He's got kind of a sneering face on right now, and a couple extra arms, and a thumbs up, thumbs down thing, which I guess is a thing with Usopp figures. I don't know why, but they always like to include something like this with Usopp. I don't know why, really, but, you know, whatever. And also another pair of goggles for hanging around his neck. And then another black Kabuto, not drawn. Just, yeah. So, I'll try putting some of these things on here. you notice that the strings on this Kabuto are already straightened out, so you don't really have to stretch them or anything, which is nice. But I'll start with the faces. So you actually have to pop his hat off. Unfortunately, you can't really display him without the hat, which is kind of disappointing, but you know, whatever. And yeah, with this pair of goggles, it just kind of clips onto the front of his face, curves with the headphones there, so you can see. That's what that face looks like without the goggles on, so there you go. In case you was wondering. But let's see. I'll go ahead and put this one on. How about? And then put the hat back on. And put those around his neck. Yeah, and I should note that the only really disappointing thing about this figure, really, for me, is obviously just the seam on his arm there, and there as well, which isn't, I suppose it's not really quite as bad on that one, but still. But, you know, can't really be helped, since, you know, he's not wearing a shirt or anything. And you gotta have the swappable parts here. It really can't be helped, I guess. But that's just kind of how it is, huh? But, yeah. So, yeah, you can switch in this if you want. So he's pointing his thumb at himself. I'm wondering, should, no, unfortunately you can't have him point it the other way. I suppose probably wouldn't need to, but And I think you should probably be able to put it on this other arm as well, so if you want to do that. But yeah, for now we'll just do this, and then let's see, this one. I have to figure out the way that this goes in. Hold on a minute. Like this. There we go. See, the problem is with these arms, I can't really seem to get them in all the way, so it doesn't really flush up with the joint there, which is a bit annoying. But yeah, there you go. It's a pretty cool alternate pose there. Though obviously the main draw is with this one, but still pretty nice. Lots and lots of display options to be had here. But as usual, take a look at the base. It's the larger sort. Still really like how they made them thinner now, as with the old ones they were a lot thicker for some reason. But yeah, that's nice. But other than that, it's your usual Sailing Again base. Portrait Pirate, Sailing Again logo, Usopp Mugiwara parts. Yep, green, which I guess is Usopp's color now. Previously, like with the Strong World P.O.P, it was gold, but I think green's probably a better fit, although it does kind of overlap with Zoro's. So I don't know about that, but well, whatever. He does use plants as weaponry now, so it kind of makes sense. But yeah, other than that, it stands very well without the base, so always a plus, that is. But yeah, other than that, this is just an awesome figure. Really pleased with it. Really pleased with it. I mean, yeah, it's just really glad that they're finally just making figures with just much better, more dynamic poses than what they used to. I mean, now with this one and with Arlong and Brooke and even Robin to an extent, it's really a nice change of pace. But in any case, that's pretty much it for this one. So this is Damor Sayer. We'll see you next time, and goodbye.